For several years, the Nigerian government maintained a hardline stance against cryptocurrencies, with the country's central bank restricting crypto transactions in commercial banks. But the growing influence of digital assets, coupled with the need to regulate the sector, has now led to a shift in policy with the promulgation of the Investments and Security Act 2024. The new law recognizes virtual digital assets and investment contracts as securities and brings virtual asset service providers, digital assets operators, and digital asset exchanges under the regulatory supervision of the country's Securities and Exchange Commission.
The legal recognition is very, very important. It puts us at an edge over a lot of jurisdictions, noting clearly that digital assets has come to stay. And so it is very important that any jurisdiction that wants to play in it must have some legal backing around it. More so for Nigeria, where the population of youths in this country are heavily involved in it. So it becomes of utmost importance that some clarity is provided. Beyond clarity is some legal backing. And the need to be more specific brought about the inclusion of cryptocurrencies and all other digital assets under the full glare of the SEC by its insertion in the Investment and Securities Act 2025.
The new law also seeks to sanitize the digital asset space by curbing fraudulent activities and build trust in blockchain technology, concerns that have long plagued the crypto ecosystem.
Investors can now expect improved transparency and accountability from the virtual asset service providers and the digital asset service providers. This is very, very critical. When there is no law, then there is no violation. When there is law, there is violation. As a regulator, the SEC is poised to take regulation to the next level, providing comfort for both the investors and the investees. AML-CFT is very critical to us, and if you will know that the AML-CFT issue is what brought about our inclusion in the gray list. The inclusion of this law of digital assets into our law now today provides us an avenue to exit that gray list, and that is very critical to the international community. We are telling the international community that we are ready for business, and we are ready to protect every business that operates within Nigeria and all those involved in such activities within Nigeria.
Crypto enthusiasts and financial analysts welcome the new law, saying the recognition will give more legitimacy to digital assets.
In the past, they've been approved, disapproved, banned from the banks. But I think with the Securities and Exchange Commission saying that, listen, we have you now in our act that you are, should we say, formalized, it does give them that stamp of authority and authentication, which is going to be like a big, big, big plus for them because they've been trying to, be mainstream more or less. And this is very, very good for them at the moment. Yeah.
On the floor of the Nigerian exchange, brokers have applauded the move, saying it will help broaden the capital market.
Especially with the inclusion of the crypto assets in the market. So there are more diversified products in the market where people can trade on. So like the young minds, they may prefer the crypto asset, while the old one may prefer the equity or bond or other markets. But all are inclusive and they are welcome together in the capital market. And it will enlarge the base of the investor we have currently.
The SEC says it is working with other regulators and agencies like the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, among others, to ensure that the digital space remains safe. Besides, the new law mandates everyone involved in the crypto ecosystem to register with the SEC. Failure to do so, it says, would amount to a violation and would attract stiff penalties. Deji Badimosi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.